After the rope from the tree had grabbed Derek, the youngest of them all, a panicked frenzy took over the group. The sudden shock of the situation caused them to react instinctively, their minds clouded by panic and fear. They scattered in all directions, like marbles dropped on a hardwood floor. Each of them, in their haste to escape danger, forgot the cardinal rule of staying together in times of crisis. This was a beautiful forest, with its leafy canopies, delicate wildflowers, and the sweet melodies of the birds. But now, the serenity of the place bore an eerie feeling, and the once melodious calls of the animals became a terrifying symphony of unknown noises. The foliage, which earlier seemed inviting, had turned into an overwhelming expanse of green. The once comforting rustle of the leaves was now a cryptic whisper in their ears, which only added to their terror. Their master planner, who had always exuded confidence and bravery, now stood alone in the thick of the forest. The forest which he had charted countless times on the map seemed unfamiliar and alien. Realizing that he was isolated and the rest of the team had vanished, he attempted to call out their names. The forest, bouncing off the towering trees and disappearing into the nothingness. His calls went unanswered. The once lively and jovial group had dissolved into the wilderness. Silence engulfed him. His calls seemed to just fade into the unknown like whispers in the wind. The realization that everyone was lost seeped in slowly, and with it came a growing fear. The forest seemed to close in around him, and every shadow became a lurking danger. Hours passed by as he tried to retrace his steps in an attempt to locate the others. His initial confidence was replaced by a sense of desperation. The forest, once a picturesque panorama, was now a labyrinth that played tricks on his mind. The once clear trails had blurred into a jumble of green and brown. His sense of direction, once his greatest strength, had failed him in this labyrinth of wilderness. As he pressed on, the day started to slip into the arms of the night. The setting shades of orange and pink, a stark contrast to the growing fear in his heart. A symphony of nocturnal life began, an indication of the approaching darkness. The forest, with its towering trees, started casting long, eerie shadows, adding to the looming dread. The sun began to set and the whole forest became darker.